I'm Rob Clayton, Strategy Director for AHDB Potatoes. I'm going to give you a short update on coronavirus, how it's impacting on the potato sector, and some of the things AHDB are doing to help you as growers get through what are really challenging times. First thing is that today is the day in which we launch our stocks report for the end of March. That's quite an important line in the sand for us because it allows us to understand how many potatoes are left in growers' stores, and therefore what the market potential looks like going forwards, and we can start to calculate different scenarios for the rest of the spring and into the summer. Key features in that report are that the drawdown, the rate at which potatoes are utilised from farm stores, has slowed down this year compared to other years. That shouldn't be a huge surprise because that accounts for potatoes that were coming straight out of the ground in January, February, March, and then going straight into either processing or fresh retail. So we would expect a slightly flatter curve than we would see in other years. I suppose the only other main feature is that it's not an unusual or exceptional year up to that point in March. We've neither got excessive or very short stocks, so it's somewhere in the middle. I think the key point is that now that we've got hold of better consumption data, better retail data, which we're now looking at on a weekly basis, we can be quite precise in sharing with you how many potatoes there are left in the marketplace. So what's going to happen next after the release of the stocks figure today is that on Thursday of next week we'll do some additional analysis around some of the sectors. And then from that, we'll start to create a balance sheet that allows us to look at the surplus that's left within the industry. In terms of that retail position, it's something most people will be familiar with by now, but just to recap, through panic buying and lockdown, we've seen over-indexing in fresh retail. We've seen that in the crisping sector too. The offset of that, obviously, is that as quick service has sort of dried up through social distancing and businesses closing down temporarily, we've started to accumulate stocks in the fry sector and in the fresh chip sector. So, in terms of some of the things we're going to help you with to get through the difficult period. We've now, as a board, decided that we can advance some of our marketing activity. This will be a comeback special for Bud the Spud, our mascot. What we've decided as a board is that our original campaign plan that was to start in August, we've now accumulated additional cash from around the different functions, and that's allowed us to put on some more marketing activity really from now right through the summer. The point of that is that we want to make sure that everyone in home understands the relevance and the excitement that you can have by purchasing, eating and cooking with potatoes. So within that campaign, we've got space for more social media, so we'll be pushing out messages that we've had in the Love Potatoes campaign previously. We've got space in there for video on demand, so we'll be featuring some of the issues and benefits on TV, which we haven't done for many years. We've also then got space to do some it's called proximity marketing. It's the types of posters you see on your way to supermarkets. The point is we keep potatoes relevant, we keep them exciting, we provide lots of recipes, we provide people who are stuck at home with a really interesting and diverse ways to cook with potatoes. And we've structured it so that it appeals both to purchasing of fresh and to frozen product as well. So that's the marketing piece. The other thing we'll be launching next week, it's a trading portal. The idea there isn't to compete with existing merchants, but it's to provide those who are stuck, whether it's out on the fens or up in Cheshire or wherever, if they're stuck with crops in store and they haven't got a good vision as to where chip shops are opening and where they can move potatoes through merchants, we'll be bringing that together. We're not looking after the trades ourselves. That will be down to growers and purchasers. But we're treating this very much as a dating agency for the potato industry. So watch this space. That's due to launch in the middle of next week. Then beyond that, we're looking at some of the more technical issues around how you might be coping with social distancing through the harvest period. We've also got a lot of plans around store decontamination because of the sprouting issue and the need to switch over from CIPC. And we'll be working out how those are best done whilst we're all locked down, and whether we can actually achieve all the things we need to achieve on time. So lots more to come over the next few months. So do watch this space. Equally, do check into the coronavirus pages on the main website, because there's quite a lot of information that's applicable to the potato industry. It might say horticulture on the front cover. I think we'd all accept that this crosses over lots of information there on how to social distance when it comes to casual labour and seasonal labour through the summer, etc. So stay tuned. Thanks very much.